Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakal, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and diligently putting the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. And shalom to the Aquafium, listen, learn, and sincerity. This is Brother McQuah. So we're gonna get into by this shall men know ye are my disciples. I'm gonna start right here. This is John 13 and 35. It says, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. You got it, bro. It's funny you said that because that's exactly what I was going to do. Agape. You hear me? Agape, where it says love that is affection or benevolence, charity, con, affection or benevolence, charity or dear. Okay. 3:13. Hold on. Colossians 3 and 12. It says, put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. Common, you because people want mercy, people want forgiveness, people want mercy, forgiveness, kindness, charity. People want all these different things in the truth. But these will be the same exact people who won't even give that back. You think you're going to get all these things from Yahweh Shimi Ashad, right? And he's going to be okay with you not giving it back. That goes into the whole situation with the servant that owed this crazy amount to his lord, and his lord forgave him because he sincerely uh asked for forgiveness. He let the debt go, and then a fellow servant owed him a great amount less than what he owed, and he didn't forgive him for that. So in doing so, that servant that didn't show any mercy, after he was shown mercy, was cast in the prison with the tormentors. And that's going to be the future of everybody in this truth who don't want to show mercy and forgiveness. Y'all not going to be forgiven. Mercy is not going to be shown to y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to 14 too. It says, and above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Matter of fact, before you get that, when you go into that word charity, it's the same word for love, agape. The same exact word. What you want me to get? This is I'm gonna start at 15. It says First John 3:15. It says, and whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. Hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. You said 16, 17. It says, but whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion, from him how dwelleth the love of Yahweh Bashim Yashai in him. My little children. Oh, you got it. Bro, he said he came back for the sinners. He was helping out wicked people. Not only did he feed wicked people, right? He was also healing wicked people, because there was a lot of people who were scarred and born as lepers and things like that. And it's because they've done wicked things. Because it was one specific guy, Yahweh Shai healed. He said, don't do any more wickedness, because if you do, it's going to be even greater things are going to, even greater evils are going to come upon you if you do. Even with the same way he showed mercy to the lady that committed adultery, Yahweh Shai forgave her sins and then told her, listen, if you go and do it again, basically you gonna be killed out here. Don't do it again. But the point is, Yahweh Shai, he was all about mercy for everybody. And when I say everybody, I'm talking about Israelites. He was all about mercy for everybody. It says, verse 18, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Matter of fact, that link up with another one too. Let me see. I think it's Matthew 15 and 8. I think. Yeah, here it is. Matthew 15 and 8. It says, this people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. You got it, bro. Matter of fact, I got one for you. First John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him and keepeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Revelation 21 and 8, it says, but the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their. Ooh, there it is. He is a liar and the truth is not in him. It says, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Matter of fact, the elect are not going to be in the second death at all because that's the missiles. See over here. This is you have one? All right, this is First Corinthians 16:14. It says, "Let all your things be done with charity." And when you go into that word charity again, agape, which it says love, that is affection or benevolence, or charity, dear love, again, charity. So it says, let all things, let it says, let all your things be done with love, brotherly love, with affection. It says, let all things. So, and we know, uh, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to the first one that I got because it says, let all things. I'm gonna go back over here to expound upon it. First Corinthians 8:1. It says, now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifies. Now, when you go into the word edify, it means to build. And it says, we do all things, uh, we do all things in a loving and affectionate and a charitable way. And now we do it. Why? We do it to build up. So when we get on a brother, like we trying to help him, we trying to correct the brother. We not doing it to make him feel like shit. Well, you shouldn't be doing it to make him feel like shit. You should be doing it to help him out. That's why you should be doing it. If you go to rebuke a brother, you're not doing it like you're not thinking in your mind like, yeah, I'm about to make him feel small. I'm about to make him feel like an asshole, a piece of shit. No, you're supposed to be doing it to make him be better. So he doesn't so he can so for what? So he can save his life. That's how you should be thinking. I'm trying to save this brother's life. But the problem is you do got brothers out here who try to correct people just to tear them down, and you do got brothers out here that can't take rebuke at the same time. Which even if a brother is telling you something wrong and is right, you should still be grateful in the sense that you're going to be corrected. You can do better now, even if that guy was an asshole about it. You still got to take what he said. If a guy told you you can't be messing with this girl, she got a man, and he said it in an asshole way, what you going to not listen to him because he said it in an asshole way and keep messing with the girl? No, you're going to die for that. Even if he said it in an asshole way, you're still going to die because you're breaking the law, a law punishable by death. At that too. You got one, bro? You said Romans 13:9. Romans 13:9. It says, "For this thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." It says, "Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law." What's the word? Oh, you're going to the word ill. I think is kakos, where it says worthless, um, injurious, bad, evil, harm, wicked, noisome, wicked. Kind. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this right here. I'm gonna say something, one more thing on what you said. Um, well, first I'm gonna say it because I'll probably forget. Um, when you look at the story of King Saul, when the women were talking about, they was basically singing songs saying, um, basically going into how David killed more men than King Saul. Saul had like he developed the evil eye towards David, and what ended up happening was King Saul started to say within himself. Basically, he was basically going into the women love him more. He got more kills than me. He got more fame and popularity than me. The only thing left for him to take is my kingdom. And from that day on, he had an evil eye towards David. He wanted to kill him and eliminate him. But all this stemmed from just that evil thought of thinking a brother wants to do a brother trying to come up against you, or he got illful intent. That little thought stemmed into a whole big other thing. A whole big other thing. That opened up murder. That opened up uh a whole bunch of other sin. Just that little evil thought. Just like in what is I think it's somewhere in Sirach where it says evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. And that's what happens. You get that evil thought, and now all of a sudden, now your judgment is overthrown. You're not thinking about the scripts clearly now. Now you're just thinking about this guy's trying to do me wrong. I'm gonna do him wrong before he does me wrong. Now you're just playing in Satan's hand. I'm gonna get this. This is Galatians, because what you was talking about, Galatians 6:1. It says, brethren, if a man be taken in fault, ye which are spiritual restore such and one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Because I literally knew a brother that he literally got on another brother harshly about doing something. And the funny part about it was he did the same thing wrong previously. Or something might could happen where you can get on somebody harshly about something, and then later on down the line you'll be faced with the same situation and you'll fail, and then you'll be look begging for forgiveness, and Yahweh Shem Shai, he's gonna be looking at you crazy because when he gave you opportunity to show that mercy to somebody else for the same exact thing, you didn't, you wasn't meek and humble about it. You wanted to be an asshole. So in doing that, he's gonna come up against you crazy. Cause like I tell the brother a lot, like you never know what is a test from Yahweh Bashim Shai. But if you always stay in a spirit of meekness and humbleness, being a brother, it's really, really hard to end up on Yahweh Bashim Shai's hit list. Really hard. Mm-hmm. Come. You had something? Come. First Peter's 4:8. It says, and above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. You got it, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the word fervent for you. It says when you go into the word fervent, it says without ceasing. Mm-hmm. Galatians 5:18. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. You know what else? And this is why you fulfill the law, and why you're not under the law, because you covered the multitude of sins. What you want me to get? It says 22. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. In fact, I'm gonna keep going. It says, "And they that are Mashiachs have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit." Yep. It says, "Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another." Because you do got, just on that last part, I'm gonna go back up, because you do got brothers out here who do things just to try to get people down, whether it's rebuke to get guys down, or you got guys out here that will try to purposely like try to do things, try to get guys down. That, for an example, just an example, because this one came to my mind. Like if a guy does, let's say, 15 videos in a week, and he's just looking down on other guys like, dang man, that's y'all can only do one video, 3 videos a week, and I'm over here doing 15. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But they're doing it in a sense where they purposely did this, all these videos that make them feel bad. Like this was their reasoning for doing this, to make people feel bad, not in the righteous sense. Like damn, like I'm gonna do all these videos because you could do it in a righteous way. You could do a lot of videos just to give brothers like an example. Like listen, if I can do this, y'all can do 3, like in a motivational sense, but also, but you can do it in a sense where I'm just going to do it to try to make them feel like shit about themselves on the left hand side. But it says but it said true love is meekness, temperance, and when you go into temperance, that's controlling your spirit. So you're not going to get angry. You're not going to be going crazy and berserk. You're going, and if you do get, no, matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna, no, if you can't get angry. But the problem isn't getting angry, because we can be angry. The problem is when you get angry and you start going outside the scripts. Like if a brother make you mad and you decide to do things unlawful, or things that are not I can't think of the word, but it's a specific word. It's like when you act uh not like not accordingly. I can't think of the word. We went into it before though. When we go into the word charity, when we go in Corinthians 13 chapter, when we go into huh heal. No, 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 no. Before, remember we went to Corinthians before, where it's going into um what charity means. Basically, a word that means the acts unseemly. Yeah. So that's the problem with getting angry. When you get angry and you act unseemly, that's the problem. Like, con, because if you truly about y'all, con. So it's not wrong to get mad, and it's true. You're going to fucking get mad, but the problem is how you react to it. How you react to it. Now, how I the way I've come about it, and now how I am now, when I get angry at something, like like specifically, I'm talking about like a brother. I'll pray for him, send him some scripts, and leave it at that. I ain't even gonna feed into the energy. I ain't gonna fight with him. I ain't gonna do none of that. Send him scripts, pray for him, leave it at that. Cause that's all we could do. That's all. That's all you should do. Cause once, if scriptures don't help, all you got left is prayers. And if the prayers don't work, that means they're slated to be destroyed. That's it's just, it is what it is.